Hey, this is Danny Gold here with cred.ai. Immigration has been one of the key issues in U.S. politics, especially with a recent upsurge in Central American asylum seekers coming to the southern U.S. border. But Cubans have also been going to that border in big numbers, and they've always faced unique challenges. In recent years, a 90-mile trip has turned into a harrowing 8,000-mile journey.
I'm Lisette. I'm a Cuban-American photojournalist, and I've been based in Havana for 5 years. I just came out with a book where I followed 2 women who left Havana and then flew to Guyana and went overland to the US. So they went through 11 countries to get here, and I followed every step of the way.
Why are Cubans leaving Cuba?
Cubans are mostly leaving Cuba for economic reasons. For example, the state salary in Cuba is an average of $20 to $30 a month. So it's hard to make a living wage, but it's also a really expensive country. There's a lot of political reasons. Over the years, Cubans have had a special privilege to get here. So once they've been in the US for a year, they're able to get permanent residency. So that's a big motivation for them to come here too. And then up until 2017, there was something called wet foot, dry foot, which meant once they touched land in the United States, they couldn't be sent back. So the women that I followed came in 2016, right before this law changed. So a lot of Cubans knew that even though it was a much longer, harder journey, that once they crossed the border into the US at Mexico, they would be in the United States and they couldn't be deported.
Why do they have to go through so many countries and take such a long journey?
So Cubans have a visa requirement in most countries. So for example, if they wanted to fly to Mexico, they would have to have a certain amount of money in their bank account. They'd have to have an interview and go through a whole process. But Guyana does not have that requirement for Cubans, so they can just buy a plane ticket and fly there freely, which is why they would go there and then make this journey overland.
What sort of numbers are we seeing in terms of Cubans that are making that journey?
So in 2016, 56,000 Cubans left the island and made this journey. The year before it was 43,000. So it was one of the biggest waves of Cuban migration in history. But a big reason why so many left in the year that I documented this and the year before was because when President Obama started renewing relations with Cuba, it was sort of understood that wet foot, dry foot would probably go away because the two didn't really go hand in hand. So a lot of people started leaving, more people started leaving, understanding that they would probably need to make it here before that was taken away, and it was.
What's the policy like right now for immigrants from Cuba coming to America?
Cubans who make it here are now being detained. Some are being deported. It's grown tenfold in this year, the number that have been detained or claiming asylum. So I think that all of these policies are causing tension at our border, and then that's also having a trickle-down effect in all these other countries. So we're putting people in danger rather than helping them.